Bellingham should be part of that.
Absolutely, because Jude can give you both. Jude can play as a number 10 or he can play as a number 8. He can, not only he's going to play in a holding role, but he gives it that energy. For me, it's a question of whether it's going to be Foden and Palmer are fit. You wouldn't play both of them. You can play both of them if you're playing the lesser teams and and they're tight and you need flair to open them up and score goals. Yes, but if you're playing against France, you don't play Cole Palmer and Phil Foden. So therefore I think that, and he's very pragmatic, Tuchel. So he look at the situation, and I think players like Declan Rice and Elliot Anderson would feature more than the flair players, if you like. But because Jude can fit into both categories, he would be probably the first name on the team sheet.
Coming back in?
Yeah, I guess so. That was the decision for last camp, and he accepted the decision. And he did what he does best. He competed on the highest level, and he showed that he deserves and has to be in the squad. So that's why he is in the squad. I will not reveal my confidential and private conversation with players here in public, but I think it's not a surprise for him to compete for us on the number 10 position. I think he knows from me, and I think he sees himself as a number 10. Like I said, I feel that his key strength from the number 10 is to find number 9 positions, and that he has this hunger and determination to score. This is what we see now for Real Madrid, and hopefully we see it next week for us.
There was a lot.
Yeah, of course, the progress, it's been frightening, really. It's gone really well for him. I think as a young lad, when he first come in, I think you could see the talent that he had, the mentality he had, and it was only for me about him growing, staying humble and doing the right things, and he's done that. And for me, about Jude is that he thrives under pressure. And I think the more pressurised situations he's in, then the more he likes to step in and show he's one of the main men. And
it's got to be up there again. I think it's 20 seconds until we're out of the European Championship, and like I said, the mood in comparison to now that it would have been is a massive difference, and what it can do for the team going forward. So I think it's hard to deny that it was one of the most important kind of moments of my career so far. And we'll see though. It's still a long tournament, and it's only really very important if we go on to win the cup. So we'll decide in the next 2 weeks how important it is.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, everyone.
Yeah, look, I've said for a long, long time, he was 21 yesterday, and he's doing unbelievably well. Yeah, I understand his world better than a lot of people, I think. His world is different to pretty much every other 21-year-old in the world. He's had an incredible impact on his clubs, his national team already. But he's still a young man, and he is going to say things, react to things in a way that young people will. So, but what he can provide us are these moments where he grabs things by the scruff of the neck, and his character and his personality creates moments that can change a big game. That's what he has given to us again today. 2 hugely important goals for us in this tournament already. He's a great boy. He's super to work with, wants to do well, and also I think he knows that we're trying to help him through all of these challenges and hurdles that the different environment of the national team brings, because it is a different environment.
Trophy.
I don't know. I just enjoy playing football. When it comes to each and every game, I take it as a single game as opposed to looking too far into the future. I realise that in every game I feel like I can make an impact. I feel like I can decide games. But that happens on any given game instead of looking too far into the future. And the truth is that I really enjoy playing football. So when I go out there, I play with the fearlessness because I love doing it so much. It's a release for me. It's my favourite thing to do in the world. So when I play out, it's not much of a job. It feels like a pleasure.
Okay.
But what you saw tonight is the fabulous attributes he's got, that ability to drive forward with the ball, to combine with players. He looks like is going to be a threat on the goal. and he will regain balls. We've been talking to him about the moments to go and maybe not to go, because at times he goes too early when he's never going to get there and can get picked off. And as he gets older, he'll run about 1.5 kilometres less and be a lot more effective and efficient with his defending. But that's part of the learning, and he's fabulous to work with. And yeah, he's got a. I said earlier, I'm loath to go over the top, because we go so far over the top with our young players that it doesn't help them. But he is a super exciting talent.
And how he played.
Well, I didn't personally have to check it, but it's a requirement for a young player of that age to do a certain amount of education every day. So we've been helping him to fulfil that. That's standard practice with our younger teams as well. So I thought he was a little nervous at the start, which was completely understandable. It's such a big occasion, and one of the hardest things is to fit in with the rest of the group. And you're training and working with players who, in Jude's case, he's only really seen from afar because he's playing abroad as well at the moment. So, but you could see the longer he got in and the more touches he got, the more confident he got. And so it was a special moment for him and for his family. And it was exactly what we hoped to be able to give him. Some training with the team, the experience of working with top professionals, and then a small taste of the game, which will be really good for his development.
This one?